Hello, and Starfield. So, we need to go and enter the scaled citadel, it seems. Whatever that weapon or scientific experiment was, it's managed to open up a path by the looks of it. But, yeah, I heard about this scientist. Turns out it's actually a couple. They've asked us to go and collect some samples, so well, I'll do something a bit different. Go and do that. Try and find out, because they say there's something strange going on with the creatures on the planet. So, yeah, why not? Let's go and help them out and see what strange things are going on. Ow, ow! Fudgesicles. I think it'll have something to do with these horrors. Maybe. Possibly. Or maybe just this energy or whatever it is that's coming through. Because you can see around here. Ow! Fudgesicles. They are having problems. I mean, these things keep turning up, which is annoying to see at the least. But there's like areas where you can see there's like some sort of... Will you go away? There's some sort of areas where there's like some sort of energy or something that's come through. Probably see a bit more as we go along, but there's definitely something odd going on, so it could be related to that. Hopefully, from what they're saying, I don't think it's got anything to do with the predators. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what their conclusions are, assuming they come to any conclusions at all, that is. Right, so we want to be over there. I want to get a sample from a dead growth. Where? Yeah, we're basically, well, I say we, I mean scientists basically with our help going around gathering things and getting basically permission of the councils, houses to get access codes. They've been able to run this weapon, what they called, I think it was the morning device. And it's basically smashed through that shield system. So now we can get access to that place, but I'm surprised it's like it did an awful lot more damage than I thought it did initially. But there's pockets around the planet where you've got this like residual energy or whatever it is. It's a bit odd, to say the least. And I think that's probably what these scientists might be talking about. This is a long way to travel, I'm just saying. That's something I could do with, is something to get around quicker. I mean, like a glider or something would have been useful to be able to, like, because this is a very mountainous area. It'd been quite cool if we could just, like, did a bit of, like, climbing up cliffs and then jumping off and gliding down. That could have been exciting, I'm just saying. Well, that's a thought. Where are we at now? There's 18 types of fauna out there. We've only found 5. There's still 2 types of resources we haven't found out there somewhere. Which is like, okay. So I should really keep my eye out. What's that over there? A Way Shrine of Obedience. I think we've been there. Right, we're almost there. So I'm assuming this is. I don't know how they know about this, but or maybe they don't. Maybe it's just something that's. I don't know. Who knows how we learn these things? We've learned something. Oh, there you go. Whoa! They're those crazy things. I kind of feel bad about. Oh, that wasn't the plan. Oh, fudgesicles, that was a bad idea. Wrong power. Yeah. That was... I don't really need any of them. But that's a bit weird, that, because these... You're getting people who end up in the... By the looks of it, they get pulled into the vortex or they go bonkers or something. And they end up becoming these vortex phantoms. Oh, torn muscles being cured. But what's interesting is when they die... You see, the kind of like when they die, they come back into this reality, if you will. They leave this like... Oh, Struth, did you bring them things over? Oh, no, 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 no! Ow, these things do a ton of damage. I don't like them. And for good reason. I do not like them. They do way too much damage. What the heck are we doing? Something's not working. Can you just kind of like stay? Can you just stay where you are? Like not cause us or something free. Yeah. Oh, not another one. I
Spoils
definitely...
of victory. Hopefully they amount to something.
Well, whatever the amount do, I don't like them. I've decided. I can just use something. So we need one from a dead bladed back and a dead Nautilus. Okay, so that means going... Let's head in that direction. So that's like this residual energy of whatever it is. Oh, fudgesicles. So I don't know if it's related to that. I suspect so. It's kind of weird. That's something I should do. I need to go and find a workbench because we've now got some bits and pieces. We should be able to make some pretty good grenades. That's something I'm not taking advantage of. Go away. Seriously. Whatever you're doing, just stop it. I don't like it. But those horrors, I think they, like, it's one thing getting the phantoms coming after you, but then these horrors seem to get pulled in as well. So I'm assuming they're actually from this vortex. It's like a, the way it's been described, it's like it's a space or place between the different realities, because we already know there's multiple realities because we're on our second tour, if you will. We've already been to the Unity once. This is tour number 2. And no, the grass doesn't look greener on the other side. It's the same basically. Except everything you did on the previous tour goes out the window, so you've got to start all over again. So I think Walter was probably right. It's like, if you've achieved quite a lot in one universe, what do you hope to achieve by going to another one? I mean, you can do things, I suppose you can do things different. It's like this time round, it was like, well, let's do some outposts. Oh, ow, ow, ow! I was going to use some strong language there. Chose not to. Right, we want to be over there. So yeah, I mean, I think this time around the plan was let's try some outpost building, but it kind of stalled. And then we heard about this place, which is interesting because we don't know that much about Prospero. And from what I've learned, I just don't like it at all. I don't like how these people treat each other. It's the religions consuming them. I mean, I understand, I mean, the religion comes first, but it's at the expense of individuals, especially when you find out about the leader. He's so obsessed with the religion as you'd expect, I suppose, but it's cost people their lives. Which I suppose you can think, well, you know, if the Great Serpent's running the show, then it's up to them. Maybe that was their plan. I suppose so. It just seems I don't know, I've decided I just don't like the guy because I know he went back to this dam. So there was some experiment going on over there. It goes all the way back to his grandfather, by the sounds of it, who was the original founder and the one who first saw the Great Serpent. And they had tapped into this vortex by the looks of it, because we came across some vortex phantoms over there, but they were people who were in pods, so they were being kept at this facility in kind of like perpetuity, basically. They were there for all eternity, and that was keeping them alive, these vortex interlocks. But then this new guy came along, one we're supposedly being told to save, and he didn't really have that much, you know, consideration for these people. He was so determined to try and get access to the Great Serpent
The shrines
himself.
are clearly important locations.
Yeah, he seemed to be so determined to find this Great Serpent that he was quite happy to let somebody die as a result. It's just the attitude he had. It's these other houses we've been coming across. There's only one of them so far I've found where they actually think about others, they actually value life, whereas everybody else seems to put the religion at such a high level that people's lives are kind of like irrelevant. Right, so we need to go over there. And it's interesting, I mean, I know a lot about Androsia from the previous universe. She's not... she doesn't know that we know, because it's a case of, like, we're doing stuff from scratch, but you can't unknow what you already knew. But it's interesting, she hasn't really said much about this. Because I know in the previous episode, I mean, we learned about her and went and helped her on her problem with... I think it ended up with like a problem where I think she's one of the promised, and I think she's supposed to be like snooping on the people from the other systems. Well, just strange looking. Oh, I guess he was supposedly snooping on the other systems. That's what we're going out to do. To learn about the other people in the other systems. And it was a case of they get kicked out of their home world, and then it's a case of they don't know how to get back because they're taken to some unknown place and just dropped off basically. And she ended up, as far as I recall, she ended up involved with some smugglers. She was helping these people, but then it ended up in a real big problem. I think her handler, who like reports back to the council for her, he was involved in, well, dealing with the zealots, who, from what I recall, actually attacked her friends, and yeah, it ended up with her. I think she got out of this attack, a big ambush by the zealots. One of her friends got killed. The other one survived. But we had like choices of, well, do you keep this guy alive on the hopes that it still keeps a contact for her back to her people, or do you mete out justice because of what he did? I can't remember. I think I kept him alive because of that option, really, but yeah, she doesn't know about that. It hasn't happened in this universe yet, so either way, I don't know if it would make any difference, because we're supposedly where she couldn't find it, because she couldn't go back to her planet, didn't know where it was, and yet that's where we are now. And she has hardly been saying anything, which is kind of amusing, really, in some respects. I deliberately brought her along, expecting she'd have things to say, and she's been relatively quiet. Whoa! Minefield! Minefield! Just so you know, there's a minefield. That was painful. Well, it would have been. Oh, here she comes. Well, that's what I should be doing, just on the off chance. There might be more resources out here. Oh, what's that?
If you find anything significant, say the word.
Okay. Well, there's a watchtower out there. Which is a bit concerning. Because it gives the impression that it's left there by the UC. So that's one of the bone crests. So we already know about those. Ooh. Whoa. Go away. Shoot. Run, shoot. I'll leave you alone. Hopefully then you leave me alone as well. What a refinery. Right, anyway, I think we've got our samples. So we need to head back to scientists, do we? Not there. Be interesting to see what they come up with. If memory serves, those two weren't getting along very well, him and his other half. Well, they're a bit touchy, shall we say. Oh, seriously? Why is it bringing me here? We're miles away from where we need to be. It's like, I need to be up there and it just brought me over here. That is not where I was supposed to be.
Be careful what you touch. Who knows what has been going on in this lab?
Right. They seem nice enough people. I must admit, I thought I'd been here before. So I've been to another station. I think it was part of like some sort of hostage situation. I'd sworn this one was the same one, but nope, turns out it's not. It's different. Right, we're back to normal. Right, let's go and have a chat with them and see what they can do with these samples then.
Welcome back. Did you have any difficulty obtaining those tissue samples?
Well, aside from long walks, not really.
I'm glad to hear it, because there's more work to do.
Oh.
Your arrival is well timed. Some interesting new information has come to light. I'll take those tissue samples, and here's your payment. Shireen, dear, would you tell our dauntless research assistant about the latest news?
With pleasure. I hope you enjoyed your little jaunt into the field because I'll be sending you right back out there. Some of the local farmers and growth herders have reported seeing unusual plant growth in the area. What's more, none of this unusual growth was seen before the Dazra incident. It's increasingly clear the event affected the ecosystem in some way, but the details elude us.
Okay, so in which case now you want plants.
My thinking exactly. You really are cut out for this kind of work. Based on our information, these unusual new strains aren't limited to a specific area. As such, we want to examine samples that come from several different locations. In short, the more data you can provide, the better.
Observe, analyze, hypothesize, and prove. These are the tenets of the scientific method. Without them, we're just fumbling in the dark.
Yes, thank you, dear. You'll have to forgive my husband. He's never fully recovered from his days as a teacher.
Yeah. So, can I just use the same tissue collector you gave me before?
You can, and indeed you should. The storage tubes built into the device are sterilized and will keep the samples pure. Proper research requires the proper tools.
Okay, well, oddly enough, I do know how science works.
I'm sure he meant no offense. Being an educator is the sort of thing that gets in your blood, so to speak. We'll get to work studying the animal tissue. Now go forth and travel safely.
Be vigilant. There are dangers in the lands outside the city that are best avoided.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I can certainly go forth. I'm not sure about travelling safely, like, but... Yeah, just something about that teaching methodology that's a bit patronising and condescending, shall we say. know, not as much as constantly straining muscles and damaging your ankles and everything when you're jumping up. That's why I'd rather have a glider. Jeez Louise, this is a lot of bouncing around we're doing here. What's this place? So this is Malik's group farm. Come on. Yeah, I can definitely do with like a teleportation system. Oh, obstacles, that wasn't what I needed. I wanted that one. I don't think slowing time down for me is really going to help. I'm just saying. I'm trying to speed things up. Now that is something I could have done with either a means to get somewhere quickly. Oh, well. Either a way to like... Actually, that's a thought. I've got any... Not that. No, I don't have any amp. What about something else? Yeah, I've only got one, so it'd be a bit of a waste, I think. I think you can speed up this, your sprinting, but it's only, or your travel, it's only like 2 minutes. Which is not long, considering I've got to go from one end of the planet to the other to find these samples. You know, if only I had a spaceship so you could, like, get to these points of interest a lot quicker, that would be extremely useful. I'm just saying. I still prefer the glider idea. That would be good. That'd be a real buzz being able to just dive off the actual cliff and then end up somewhere. Just glide there. The booster doesn't quite do it because it's like, meh, it's not the same. Oh, I should be keeping my eye out, shouldn't I, for resources and flora and... Oh, actually, we've done all the flora now, haven't we? Let's just keep out of the way of those rascals. I'm still trying to wrap my head around what it is that causes them to become so aggressive. Because there was one of them was going on... well, these are spaces. It sounded like they were saying they were compelled to fight.
I rarely have the patience for that thing.
Hello, what happened to you?
So much needless destruction.
Whoa! Run away! Why has that been so aggressive? Yeah, it's got me intrigued because I remember there was one of the Phantoms was saying that they were compelled, which gives me the impression that they're ending up somehow in this vortex, and that something's then getting them to attack, which is very odd. It's a female group. Scandal then. I don't know if yeah, there's still another crate. There's still. So where are all these other fauna then? Because there's supposedly quite a lot of them we haven't found. We haven't seen that many. Oh, oh. It's the crazy things that. Just ignore me. Appreciate that. Yeah, those things are quite vicious. As far as I'm aware, they are defensive. But yeah, it's definitely intriguing what on earth's going on here. This guy started an experiment to go and try and get closer to the Great Serpent. It's caused this cataclysm, just destroyed a vast part of the city. Now he's stuck in the void. It's kind of odd because I remember when we first started, there was 2 scientists if I remember correctly, and they were arguing with each other. I think one of them was seriously struggling to. They kind of like knew they were getting pulled into something. So they already looked like Vortex Phantoms, as they get called. So it looks like they were already involved in the vortex somehow. And they were trying to, one of them was trying to avoid being consumed, if you will. The way it seemed was she was fighting some compulsion, but eventually it got her, and then she became hostile, and we had to deal with her. Now, the one who'd originally released the distress signal, he still managed to last quite a while, but eventually we had to deal with him as well. Oh, there you are. Yeah, we eventually had to deal with him as well. So they were kind of like holding off. There was something was trying to take over them, which kind of like fits in with what the other one was saying when they were saying they were compelled. Because I got the impression they didn't want to fight, but they were compelled to fight. It's got me intrigued because this all goes back to the original founder of the Verum house and religion. And I do wonder if he saw something in the vortex. Somehow this grav drive got them into the vortex. He saw something and that then started the religion. I wonder what he actually saw. Which is actually quite concerning if we've got to go there now that I think about it. We'll probably end up having to go there. It does make me wonder, like, I mean, how come he isn't affected by it? Because he hasn't been hostile, he seems quite sane. He's managed to hold out for quite a while. And I suspect we can actually talk to him, and I suspect that's because we... if I had a crowbar, I'd be bothered. I suspect we can talk to him because we've been, touching artifacts, and it's done something to us.
No immediate sign of the occupants. I cannot imagine they fared well.
No, I don't think so either. I was just curious if there might be something interesting here, but that lot's been burned. Anywho, there's that one over there. Oh well, that's a bit disappointing. I thought there might be something interesting there. And since I don't have a crowbar, I just cannot be bothered with picking locks. I spent enough time in another universe, haven't I? Breaking the locks that it's kind of boring. So I could do with a crowbar, so every time I see one of those I just prise the lock off. That would be extremely useful, I'm just saying. There's no sign of other fauna. Because that's a lot, 5 of 18. I just thought, I wonder if any of them are in the water. Maybe these are like small lakes, but... I'm not seeing any. Looks like I'm gonna have to go. I think that's a long way to go there. I'm kind of tempted to go over there, but I don't know if I can swim. That's one slight problem. I'm not sure if I can swim. I don't think I particularly want to find out, quite frankly. What is that? That looked like something was floating around up there. Anyway, let's stay on course and find these samples. Over there. Still 2 resources short. Fudgesicles. What are these other 2? What are the 2 samples am I looking for? Chlorine and water. I mean, it's a big puddle over there. I would have thought that would count. Yeah, I'm through. Just ignore me. Pretend I'm not here. Yep, just pretend I'm not here. Nobody here. You don't need to know. I'm not here. Nothing to see. Right, the other one is over there. So what's that place? Deep Gorge Refinery. Huh. Sample, that's a seaweed farm. That's the... Oh, that's the dam. Damn. It's the dam. Now that, I am wondering if I need to go back, because I've got an interlock. Now that was used because there were people put in there by the originator. Now they're kind of like stuck in the vortex, but it gives them this invulnerability, if you will. You just can't kill them unless you remove the interlock and then put back into reality. Although I must admit it was kind of odd, because when one of them seemed to hit this, whatever this stuff is that's protruding into this universe, he seemed to phase back into this reality. He seemed to be physically present rather than in this phantom form. But in any case, I mean, I only took one vortex interlock because the warning about the it would cause problems. Oh, that's a dunk pile. I was getting really excited there. He was warning. I'll say he, she. There was a warning. Oh, there's mails over here. Scan these first. Right, so that is 6 of 18. Yeah, there were warning about this idea, because I mean, if you took the other interlock, it would have destroyed those 2, but I think it would have put their... I think there's a farm there, that would have gone underwater, it would have destroyed their livelihood, I think. And I'm now wondering though, am I in a situation where I've got one interlock but I need 2? Am I actually going to have to go into the void myself? And do I need 2 interlocks so I can bring Andresia with me? Because these horrors are pretty vicious. I'm seriously tempted to go somewhere else and come back here later. Because we're just not put out for combat. I spent so much time on like science and outposts. That was the goal. Well, I got started with outposts. We managed to wing it through the first universe, but yeah, I mean, we're not... I've only just started getting into combat, so that's now level 3, that's level 2. Apparently I need another 49 enemies taken out to get that, but then was probably rapid reloading and armor penetration would be good. Better targeting... Better hit crit, better chance for critical. Tempting, but there's I think there's wellness as well. Give me better health, because I almost get, like, it just almost takes like 1-2 shots and that's it from one of those horrors and I'm toast. Right, there's one over there. Nothing here to see. I actually haven't seen that. Ow! Right, ow. Did that count? No, it doesn't. Why does that not count? I mean, that's a shotgun. Oh, it's a shotgun, that's why. Duh. I mean, that's a rifle. Oh, sorry. I was intending to hit it myself, really. And that's probably not going to count because you took it out. Yeah, that doesn't count because you took it out. That is a downside to having companions. I'm just saying. There is a downside. Right, where do we need to be? Back here. Right, I'll see what they say this time.
Let us hope this laboratory has adequate safety protocols.
Safety protocols. That's a good one. Yeah, you'd make a good stand-up comedian, I'll give you that. Safety protocols. Right, come on. We're going to have a chat with the scientists. See what they have to say this time. I mean, there's flora and there's fauna. I mean, I can't imagine it affecting the rocks, surely, unless they want samples from the energy things.
Ah! Our roving research assistant returns. I know we've asked you to travel far and wide. Hopefully it wasn't too much trouble.
No, doesn't matter. It was an interesting experience.
It seems that things have been going smoothly so far.
What do you mean so
Perhaps
far?
it's a sign that the Great Serpent favors our work. Here's the payment for those plant samples. I have good news. We've got a strong working theory about what's killing the local wildlife. The tissue samples you collected point to poisoning as the likely cause of death.
Hang on a minute. Why would somebody poison them?
Oh, I very much doubt anyone is. There'd be no reason to do so. We depend on these creatures in more ways than one. Also, the incidents are widespread and affecting multiple species. No, I'm convinced this is not the hand of man.
Yeah. So I suppose that your little mystery then is solved. You know this. You know the problem, so you can find the solution.
Hardly. We've only scratched the surface.
What?
We need to find out how and why this phenomenon is happening. The evidence suggests that some force is acting on the ecosystem, changing it somehow. We don't yet have the complete picture, but there is one tool left to us. Would you care to explain, my dear?
With pleasure. To aid in our monitoring of local conditions, we designed a multi-function sensor suite. The device records data for weather, atmospheric pressure, radiation,
Airborne particulates, seismic disturbances, gravitic fluctuations.
Could we please move on?
Oh, well, yes, of course. We placed several of these sensors throughout the area. Each device can upload its data to a slate for comparison and analysis.
Okay, so surely they would upload to a central computer. I mean, just exactly how... I've got a horrible feeling. I'm gonna have to go and do this, Andrew, again. How many are there?
There are 4 sensor devices currently deployed in the field. We spread them out to cover the widest possible area.
Whoop-de-doo, I'm gonna have to go back out again, aren't I?
I find it rather beautiful. In any case, this will hopefully be the last of your lengthy excursions into the wilderness. Here, take this. Transfer the data from each of the sensors and then bring the slate back to me. In the meantime, we'll see what we can learn about these unusual plant specimens. We'll solve this riddle yet.
I'm intrigued. I mean, why didn't it like hook them up to... I mean, why not just like hook them up to talk to a central computer? I mean, surely they've got the technology that these sensors could have just uploaded everything. Ow! Fudgesicles. I think one of these days I'd learn. Right, so we need to go over to that one. Actually, that's a thought. So there's one there next to the dam. There's one there. There's one there. So if I head to... Oh, we haven't been there yet. Ah, Fubar. Fine. We'll do it the hard way. And I suppose you could argue getting some exercise out of it. Kind of gives you an incentive to actually go and visit some of these places, doesn't it? Oh, what are you? I thought we'd already scanned all the female quotes. Okay, we have. That just happened to be a dead one. Okay. Yeah, I think that was probably something I should have done. Is if you go and visit places, it makes your life a bit easier to get around. So this is another growth farm. So they're either seaweed farms or there are growth farms. So this is Malik's growth farm. Then there's the Hill Country Power Relay. Yeah, I mean, I suppose you can't complain. I mean, you're going to get the exercise. Tomb of the Fang. Hello? That sounds a bit intriguing. I mean, what's more intriguing is where all these animals are. I mean, I'm 12 short. That's a lot of animals to be missing. I've only got 6 out of 18. Right. There's no sign of anything. Feels kind of barren. Oh, heading over there, are we? Right, well, I'll stop off here. Because at least it'll give me, if I ever need to come back this way again, I'll have a quicker way to get here. There's still 2 resources, water and chlorine. Oh, not these things. What are you, spaces? Spaces scum. Anyway, have we not already been along here before? We've already been here before. We got shot by the turrets, didn't we? Yeah, I'm assuming Andrew should get out.
I heard something.
Just ignore them. I just wanted a little record to say, yes, you've been there. You've been there. You've visited the place. Put it into a sort of like a scrapbook of all the places we visited. Right, so that'll get us to this sensor here. I suppose while I'm here I may as well go and visit that place. Just for the sake of registering it. Internal chronometer error. So the chronometer went pear-shaped. I mean, presuming that's when there was the explosion. Gravity, yeah, gravity, seismic activity. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, I'm gonna little visit over there, and then at least I can record it in my scrapbook. See, I've been there. I didn't do anything there, but I've been there. I mean that's got. Man, he's a listening post, which got me puzzled. I wonder if there was some sort of. I mean, I don't remember any sort of agreement for UC to, because there was a big crusade, a servant crusade. I don't remember anybody saying that there was an agreement for like UC people to put listening devices in place, you know, like for monitoring. Don't remember that. Right, so there's the one near the dam. There's one there, one there. Well, just need to head in that direction then. Let's head along here. But I don't know if I'll be able to get back in here if I do need another interlock so that she can come along. I don't know if I can come back in here. Trouble is, it'll be, even if I do take one, it's going to be the expense of the people here. Don't need anything there. But bigger picture. And I'm going to. I mean, I do struggle if there's just me against these horrors. I must admit, it doesn't go well, even if there's just one of them. Practically one-shot me. So I would really like to bring her along if we've got to go into this vortex ourselves. Right, here's another one. Yeah, same thing basically. So they've all recorded the same, basically when the Citadel experiment went pear-shaped. Right, there's another one somewhere. Right, there's one out here, and there's one there. Right, so this is where we had a bit of a negotiation with those zealots. Hopefully they're all gone. Oh, Way Shrine of Devotion. Oh, what's that? I was going to say, I don't remember scanning that. What is that? Doesn't seem hostile. Looks like I want to be up there. Yeah, I need to get up there. Nobody here. You're just imagining things. Nope, there's nobody here. Just ignore us. We're not here. You think we're here, but we're not here. Crikey, there's a lot of them. At least there's a lot of things flying past me that can do me damage, I would imagine. Let's head in this direction. I think we're gonna have to do a bit of mooning again. What are the bony things? Right, we're almost there. Seriously, why are you all here? I hope I can shoot as well. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, did that count? Yes, it did. That's one positive that came out of that, right? How about some mooning? We need some mooning going on here. Right, I'll grab that sample if I can, and then we'll do a bit of mooning over here. Yeah, it doesn't seem anymore. Grab the data on this one. That. Same thing. Ah, there you are. We having fun with the zealots, were you? I mean, I don't blame you. It is tempting. Right, next one is... I think it was over here somewhere. Actually, are we... Right. Where did I see the other one? Ah, it's right over there. It's the nearest thing I've... Well, probably there. Yeah, so that's the trouble. There's places you've scanned, but yeah, unless you visit them, they don't count. So we want to be over there. Once a little mooning exercise is finished, right, now we head back over there then. So if there's any points of interest, I may as well catch them along the way. So there is nothing shown up. Blood signals. Hang on. There is... Ah, we've already been there. Hang on, have we not just been there? It says the Badlands Power Station. Curiouser and curiouser. Oh yeah, I still haven't done any grenades. I'll have to find a workshop somewhere. I don't think I've got one. Oh, there's a thought. I wonder if they've got a ship technician. Ooh. Because that ship that I've got, I did acquire it. Oh, that was quite convenient. Yeah, that was convenient. Peaceful, our resources and membranes. But yeah, I did acquire that ship off the of the Verun Zealots. I suppose it's not that bad because there were zealots. I mean, surely they can't complain. If I take the ship in and ask for some repairs, I mean, I'm curious if they've got like any sort of like modifications that are unique to that. I mean, I would have thought they were. Well, having said that, all the parts that I've got on that ship, they all look like they came from Stroud Eklund. Sensor status, save again, admin access, upgrade beta. So the temperature didn't really change that much. Wasn't anything odd going on prior, so that kind of figures out. I thought I might have like picked up like an enormous like gust of wind from the explosion or something, but right, anyway, that's a power relay. I may as well try and get it recorded at least, in case I want to come back here again. Be a bit quicker. What's that? Oh, that's the abandoned camp. I'm sure we have been here before. I mean, there's a structure there and then there's a ship. Right, let's take a wander down here. It's just weird, you just keep coming past these places and it's like, hang on, I've not already been here before. I mean, that's an abandoned outpost. Oh, it's just a spacer crash site. Right, if I can get a recording of being here. Whoa, what's this? Oh, you're in one. You're in as well, aren't you? I just want to see if I can get the recording for the kill, that's all. Oh, there's another one! Oh no! I thought it was dead. I was only doing this because I thought it was dead. Oh. Bunch of guys. I don't like that gooey sound. There's a strange gooey sound going on here. I don't think this is the state of the place. I don't think this was its original state. That looks a bit weird. Looks like it's been taken over by something. Right, can we get out of here? Lickety split. Nope. Right, I want to get back up here. That's a bit suspicious. House Kadik was the only house to be spared after the incident. That sounds awfully suspicious to me. It's like they knew something. Oh, you're up here now, are you? So what wonderful things have you two learned?
Oh, welcome back. Time to see if our sensors can peel back another layer of the mystery. Did you notice anything unusual in the environmental data?
Yeah, gravity issues and your chronometers have problems.
Well, that's certainly not what I was expecting to hear. Now, let's have a look, shall we? Seems mundane enough. Oh, now wait just a moment. As I suspected, the sensors simultaneously recorded a single event that produced very unusual impacts.
Yeah, an explosion.
This is our best glimpse yet into the Dazra accident and how it affected the surrounding environs. How interesting. The chronometer seemed to have gone haywire in all four of the devices. Even gravity itself seems to have been briefly altered. Remarkable.
Laws of space and
A
time.
rudimentary summation, perhaps, but not without merit. Your payment as promised. Now, I'm sure you're wondering what we've learned from the plant tissue samples you brought back.
I am eager to find out, actually.
I thought you might say that. So, it seems that a certain local species of flora has suddenly become extremely toxic. These biochemical changes occurred with incredible speed. Notably, the first sightings of these toxic variants coincide with the incident in Dazra. I'm just not sure how the strange effects of the vortex could cause plants to mutate so rapidly.
By triggering a defensive response. Countless species of fauna have evolved to develop protective mechanisms. Poisonous toxins are among the most common such adaptations.
That's true, but those adaptations evolved over generations across long spans of time. These seem to have appeared in a matter of mere days.
Yeah, but time
That
was older.
shouldn't be possible.
And yet, the sensors documented fluctuations in the very fabric of space and time. Who's to say what's impossible when the fundamental laws that govern our reality are altered?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, the time fluctuation. Oh, here we'll go again. Now you want us to neutralize the poison, don't you?
You've anticipated the solution perfectly. Well done. It just so happens I was working on something like that, though it was a side project. It was very experimental. Just testing a theory, really. I'd been theorizing about ways to create edible strains of local flora. It's possible I could alter the formula to neutralize the toxins in the affected species.
There is, however, a not insignificant complication.
Oh,
I
dear.
knew you were going to say that.
Did you?
The experimental compound is locked away in cold storage at the botanical facility. I was growing strains of fungus and mushroom there for medicinal use, but we were attacked. A group of pirates called the Crimson Fleet took over the place, forcing us to leave. Pirates. Here, on Varunkai. I could scarcely believe it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, been there, done that. Got the scars to prove it.
Then we'll leave the matter in your capable hands. Go with the Serpent's blessing. We'll be waiting for you here.
Actually, now that I think about it, I won't have the scars, will I? Because I'm in an alternate reality. Huh. So, that's interesting, that. So, the plants became poisonous, and that's resulted in killing off some of the animals. You know, they've gone right the way through the food chain, because the herbivores will have eaten the plants, and the carnivores will have eaten the herbivores, and... Oh, crikey. That thing's causing a lot of problems, I'm just saying. And I would like that ship. That would be extremely useful. Anyway, looks like we now need to go in search of this subterranean farm to get presumably the cure, then we'll have to go wandering around again and trying to deal with this toxin in the plant somewhere. There's a lot of wandering around involved in this little side project. Hello. It's an interesting day.
We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there? You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
We are not stopping. Whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever. This is where we belong.